$12.50 an hour to about $16 or $17 per hour. Hey everybody, Scavenger Steve back here with you. And recently I made a video and I talked a little bit about the differences between in-house labor and contract labor. But I realized that I should have given some examples. So I'm going to take just a moment or two here and give you a few examples, examples of my own experiences that are going on right now. When we talk about in-house labor, we try to use someone that maybe was once a plumber or once an electrician, once a bricklayer or a cement worker, or somebody like that, a roofer, a flooring installer, but now works at something else, and they understand very, very well. They're just as equipped to do that kind of work, even though maybe it was a few months or a few years back that they last did it. Maybe they have a couple or three kids. Maybe they're saving for a long vacation or whatever, and they want some extra income. So like I told you in one of the other videos, I always have all my managers talk to everybody around them, just to stop dead in their tracks and create a conversation just out of thin air, and just have them ask if it's one of the tenants there, or somebody visiting a tenant, or somebody just coming by. Maybe they're looking for a lost child or whatever. You go out of your way to create a conversation with them and see if they're looking for some part-time work, and see what their fortes are, what their strengths and weaknesses are. You never do know. You can't tell by the way they look, by the way they walk, by the way they dress, what their skills are, or if they are anxious to work a few hours in the evening or on weekends or whatever. They might work first, second, or third shift, and they might have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 extra hours per day that they would be willing to work, particularly if they work the graveyard shift, which would be the third shift, or if they work the second shift, which would be commonly known as from 4 o'clock to midnight or thereabouts. Well, anyway, so I decided to give you some examples. In-house labor, we just hired somebody the other day to shampoo our hallway carpets for $10 an hour. Sometimes it makes a difference as to how hungry they might be, or if they have a bill that they really have to pay, or risk being evicted or something like that. So anyway, we normally pay about $12.50 an hour, $12.50 an hour to about $16 or $17 per hour. And if they live on site, if it's a 40-hour week maintenance worker that works with us and they live on site, we oftentimes offer them 50% off their rent, because we need a second set of eyes and a second set of ears on the property. It always works out better for us that way. So anyway, so that gives you an idea. A lot of times, if it's plumbing, licensed plumbers are getting $80 to $120 an hour, and that's just when they work alone. So if you can find somebody that worked as a plumber, as an electrician, or whatever, for a certain length of time and really knows his craft very, very well, you could give them $15 or $20 or maybe even $25 an hour, maybe $30 an hour. Is still a lot cheaper than bringing in a contractor that's going to charge you 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times more per hour. So there you go. Anyway, just wanted to give you a few examples of how much people are earning, at least here in the Midwest right now. Those are the wages. And most of the time, someone that will paint or do cleaning for around $12 an hour, or some of the simpler tasks. But if you hire a contract painter, you hire a company that does cleaning work, contracted cleaning work, you're going to pay, well, if you measure it out per hour, it's going to be $30, $40, $50 an hour. So you get the idea. I just wanted to give you a few examples. Hope you liked that. Hope this video was worth it. Hoped it served for a bit more clarification if you did see one of my last videos. So I'll sign off now. Hope you enjoyed this. This is Scavenger Steve encouraging you to go seize the day and scavenge your way, and give me a like, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Take good care now. See you next time.